Ash and Pikachu, Lance and Dragonite, Leon and Charizard. These trainers and Pokemon are synonymous with each other. The Pokemons kind of represent what the trainers stand for. Which made me think, what if the politicians here in Singapore had their own signature Pokemon? In this video, I will try my best to find a Pokemon that best represents them and the image they portray. Disclaimer, this is just for fun and not politically driven. So without further ado, let's begin. Let's start off with our President Halimah. Now there were some controversies about the way she became president, and let's just say she's not the most popular figure here in Singapore. And for that reason, I am giving President Halimah Persian, the Pokemon that makes you think of Giovanni, the leader of Team Rocket. President Halimah is a powerful figure and not very popular, so I could imagine her sitting in her office with Persian on her desk. Now I have to clarify, I do like President Halimah. Earlier in her political career, she was in charge of where I am living now, and she was well liked by the residents here. Still is actually, many of us are happy for her. Just that, Persian was the first Pokemon that came to my mind. Next up, we have our Prime Minister, Mr. Lee Hsien Loong. His father, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, which we will come to later, bless his soul in heaven, was the Prime Minister of Singapore as well, but their leadership styles are quite different. Our current Prime Minister gives off a warmer image than his father, although you still don't want to mess with him. He is leading Singapore very well through the COVID-19 pandemic. Love him or hate him, I would say most of Singapore respects him. The first Pokemon that came to my mind was the Sage Pokemon Oranguru. Looks wise and a Pokemon that other Pokemon look up to, and does have a warm aura around him. But it didn't really hit the spot. I wanted a Pokemon that's, more badass. I mean, this is someone who is winning the fight against COVID-19 in the country that he is leading. So I am going to go with the Psychic Pokemon Alakazam. Wise and badass rolled into one. Alakazam is definitely intelligent enough to be our Prime Minister's Pokemon, and it is one of the strongest Psychic Pokemon around, especially in Pokemon Red, Blue and Yellow. So that satisfies the don't mess with me part. Speaking of badass, we have our current Minister of Law, Mr. Shanmugam. Now he is the definition of badass. That intense stare, that fierce look, even when he smiles, you feel like a blade is piercing through you. Which is what you want in a Minister of Law and a certified lawyer, I guess. I mean, you will want him to be on your side in a court battle. And one of, if not the most badass Pokemon out there is Mewtwo. I mean, they even look alike, don't they? That intensity that both of them give off. This is probably one of the easiest Pokemon politician pairings. Next up, we have Mr. Pritam Singh. As the leader of the opposition, Mr. Singh needs to be very resilient. He faces lots of attacks in the parliament, and for that, I have given him the Pokemon with the most resistances, and that's Magnezone. Magnezone resists 11 Pokemon types and is immune to 1, which means 12 types of Pokemon do little or no damage to Magnezone, which really comes in handy during battle. You can imagine all the attacks from the other politicians' Pokemon and then Magnezone resisting all of them. Am I right? Next up, we have one of the most popular members of the opposition, and that's Dr. Jamus Lim. For him, we will also want a Pokemon that's resilient and has a strong defense. Plus, he has this really lovable and popular image. So the Pokemon that I feel will best suit Dr. Jamus Lim would be Pachirisu. On first look, you would think Pachirisu is this lovable and cute Pokemon which suits the image of Dr. Jamus Lim. But don't let that lovable appearance fool you. Both Pachirisu and Dr. Lim can take a punch and deliver a knockout blow. We bring you back to the Pokemon World Championships in 2014 where Park Sejun took the unorthodox route and picked Pachirisu in his lineup. In a tournament dominated by Mega Garchomps and Mega Charizards, Pachirisu stole the show, which was kind of how Dr. James Lim stole the show at the 2020 elections. If you are interested in how Pachirisu dominated that final, I'll put the link in the description. And don't the two of them look so cute together? We end off this video with the late Mr. Lee Kuan Yew. Bless his soul in heaven, Singapore wouldn't be where it is right now without him. He was tough in his ways and ruthless in his execution. He made building Singapore his life mission and left the world a country that every Singaporean can be proud of. Landorus is my choice. Badass grandpa looking at us from the sky? That can be used to describe both Landorus and Mr. Lee Kuan Yew. You can count on both of them to put up a good fight. And Mr. Lee Kuan Yew built Singapore from ground up, so a ground and flying Pokemon would best symbolize that. And there you have it, the Pokemon I feel will best suit some of our Singapore politicians. Once again, a reminder that this video is just for fun and not politically driven, so let's leave politics out of it, especially in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like and comment which other politician should I cover. I might do a part 2 if this video does well, so please subscribe so you don't miss it. Thank you so much for coming to the end of this video. See you in the next one.